It's every parent's nightmare, Vanessa, and obviously we're just desperate to try and get your son back. Do you believe in your heart, after all this time, that he's still alive?
Yes, I do.
What do you think has happened to him? What do you feel in your gut?
I feel that someone has him. They're holding him because there's not a surveillance tape around that shows him at all, not in a train station, not walking in the street, anywhere.
He loved the subway, and so that's why you've been recording these messages for the subway. If he was down there, with all the attention it's now received, do you believe that he would have been discovered now? Is that why you feel he must have been taken against his will?
Yes.
Let's listen again to the message. This is the message you can hear on the subway in New York in relation to Avante.
Hi, Avante, it's Mom. Come to the flashing lights, Avante. Hi, Avante, it's Mom. Come to the flashing lights, Avante.
Do you believe, Vanessa, that the school was negligent?
Yes.
They should never have let him out of the school. It should have been impossible?
Yes.
I suppose the other side of that argument is he's 14 years old. Although he has a mind more of a 7 or 8-year-old, he is 14. He's a tall boy. He may have given security the slip. He was clearly quite bright. I mean, do you think that could have happened?
Even though he's 14, it shouldn't matter. No one should be, allowed to run around the hallways in school. And that security guard should have questioned him. And if he didn't answer, she should have just got up from her seat and said, come here, and called someone. Because at that time, he wasn't supposed to be out of the school.
David, what is your view of the legal position of the school? It's obviously complicated because they're trying to integrate Avante into the mainstream of the school, and now this has happened, which is obviously a disaster for everybody.
Before I do anything else, there's been a lot of talk about that, and I'll answer that. I wanted to thank the police department and the entire community and members of the press who are getting his name out there, getting his picture out there. The efforts are unprecedented and heroic.
And on social media, it's been extraordinary. I mean, everyone tweeting about it and just trying to find him.
It's incredible. As far as the legal aspects of it, there is a whole bunch of things. There's a big picture, and the big picture in my mind is I don't understand how this happens to a special needs child unless there is something in there that failed the family. This, on a more detailed basis, and understand we're only dealing with limited information because they don't tell us everything up front. He got off a line where he was being transitioned from class, apparently, so somebody must have not been watching. They know from his IEP programs that he runs, and he runs off during transitioning, so they're aware of it. So he gets away, he gets downstairs, he's confronted apparently by a security guard. He gets past that, as you said, gives them the slip, goes down the hall, goes out a door that is not alarmed, that is now alarmed, and this is the worst part of it all. It took not the police, it took the Board of Education, the school officials, a full 45 minutes at a bare minimum to call the police. And that time period may have been
absolutely crucial. Vanessa, if by any chance he's able to watch this interview, either now or when it's replayed, perhaps tomorrow, or somebody who's holding him, as you believe, is watching it, what would your message be, first to Avante and then to perhaps somebody who may be holding him?
My message to my son is that I love him and we're going to find him. You'll come home to your family. And for anyone who has him, please be kind and to let him go. Bring him, to somewhere. I don't care if it's a fast food restaurant, a fire department, police station. Just, drop him there.